This is the Giants Postcast, your instant game reaction for the San Francisco Giants, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Yo, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Locked On Giants Postcast. I'm your host, Eric Triple E Engel. You may know me as the former producer for the Murph and Mac Morning Show on KMBR, or maybe from some of these other Locked On Sports postcasts that we do. We also do the Locked On Warriors and Locked On 49ers postcasts as well. But today, the Giants pulled out yet another series win after taking the rubber match from the Chicago Cubs today out there in windy Wrigley Field. And it was extra windy out there today. Robbie Ray was so dominant that he would have had a shutout if it wasn't for that howling wind, which caused Heliot Ramos to misplay an easy pop fly in left field and led to the Cubs' only run of the day. 3 different Giants had multi-hit games in the win, and Ryan Walker bounced back from his subpar performance last night to shut the door and get the save. But do you still trust him in that 9th inning? We'll break it all down, but first, I want to thank all of you for watching us on the Locked On Giants YouTube channel. Please, if you aren't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button right now. Thanks also for listening on the Locked On Giants podcast feed, and make sure to check out the Locked On Giants Daily Show for more in-depth coverage. My guy, Ben Kaspick, always does a great job. And the Giants, I mean, we talked last week about how early success it was going to be key for the Giants offense going forward because they kept generating runs in like the 6th inning or later. Obviously, we've talked about it a few times on the show. They're more proficient at scoring runs in the 6th inning than any other team in all of Major League Baseball. But you got to have a better, more support for these starting pitchers. And Robbie Ray has been absolutely lights out in his last 3 starts. He has been so damn good as of late. But today, I mean, I don't think it was as good as his last start that he had. But I mean, he has been very good. I mean, this whole season, really, when you look at the numbers, his ERA now sitting at 2.84. He's been very dominant. And in this one, though, the Giants did help him out, got on the board early on, helped Robbie get his 5th win of the season. And it started out in that top of the 1st inning. Giants got on the board early on before Robbie even had to go step on the mound. He had a one-run lead. So started with a Mike Yastrzemski leadoff walk, a Willy Adames single, multi-hit game for Willy Adames in this one. That's always very good to see. I keep telling you guys, this guy is gonna come around. I know a lot of people have been kind of down on him. His fielding has been a target of some recent articles here in the Bay Area, kind of calling him out for not being super on top of it. He was leading the league in errors for shortstops, and he's not there for his defense. I mean, he's not terrible defensively, in my opinion. I think that he has had a lot of errors to start the season, but he's not maybe he's not like one of the best defensive shortstops in Major League Baseball, but he's certainly not going to finish the season as the worst. So what you have him there for is his offense, which is starting to come around. And then after his single and the Mike Yastrzemski leadoff walk with 2 outs, Wilmer Flores, who also had a multi-hit game today, singles to right field, scores Mike Yastrzemski. Giants take a 1-0 lead early on, but then later on in the 4th inning, that was when our turning point of today's game happened.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
And the turning point in this one came from just a multi-run inning in that 4th. In the top of the 4th for the Giants. There was not a lot of runs in this game. There was only 1 inning where either team scored multiple runs, and it was this top of the 4th for the Giants. Walk and a single to start the inning, put 2 on with nobody out, and Lamont Wade Jr., who is our 3rd Giant with a multi-hit game today, roped a double down the first base line. Justin Turner, one of my least favorite players in all of baseball, couldn't handle it. Scores Matt Chapman, and the Giants took a 2-0 lead. Then right after like this, if you're looking for really like the not just the inning where the turning point happened, but the one specific moment, was Christian Koss nearly striking out. He foul-tipped a ball back into the catcher's glove with 2 strikes, but Kelly just drops it. Like it was in the glove. He just couldn't squeeze it. Gets a second chance, gets new life, and immediately delivers a base hit to center field. Wilmer scores. Wade initially was called safe at home, but was ruled out after replay review just by a hair, but still gave the Giants a run in, gave them 2 runs in that inning, and it gave them a 3-0 lead. And the way that Robbie Ray was pitching, man, that was more than enough for him. There was some scoring for the Cubs in the bottom of the 4th with 2 outs. Nico Horner hits a double off the wall, and then up comes the next batter who hits a pop-up to left field. So with 2 outs, Horner's running on the play, and Ramos looked like he was camped under it, but with that wind absolutely howling out there at Wrigley, Ramos then all of a sudden breaks in at the last minute, starts full sprinting to try and get there, can't get there, it drops in, he overruns it a little bit. Horner, obviously running on the play with 2 outs, scores easily, so the Giants still led 3-1, but spoiled that shutout opportunity for Robbie Ray. I thought in the 6th inning, the Giants, maybe this was going to come back to haunt them because they had 2 hits and 2 walks in that 6th inning, but could not score a single run. Sam Huff with just the worst case scenario when you had bases loaded with nobody out. He hits a ground ball right to the third baseman. He's able to come home with it, and then the catcher whips it over to first for the double play. So you get the lead runner out at home and Huff out at first. So that double play just set the Giants up for failure. Did not score in the inning, as I said, but hey, with the way that this bullpen was pitching, with the way that Robbie Ray was pitching, that was all the Giants needed. And the pitching staff has just been so good as of late, especially Robbie Ray. I mean, this guy has been absolutely dominant this season so far. His fastball has been excellent, man. Like, he is doing so much work with that fastball, with his sweeper as well. He's been very solid with those 2 pitches. The kick change has not come to fruition the way that we thought it might at the beginning of this season. We were talking earlier on about how if he was able to utilize a third pitch, like get a real dominant, maybe not dominant, but usable third pitch, it would completely revolutionize the way that this guy pitches. And while he did not have that changeup working today, the knuckle curve was actually working pretty good for Robbie Ray today. He had a 50% whiff rate, his highest of any of his pitches today, threw 22 of them, and had an average exit velo of just 81.3 miles an hour on that pitch, the lowest of any pitch he utilized. So the knuckle curve really coming in clutch for Robbie Ray today. The four-seamer was also pretty good. He generated 5 swings and misses on that four-seam fastball. And when you can generate a 20% whiff rate with a four-seamer, I mean, that's a very live fastball. I mean, guys in Major League Baseball obviously are sitting fastball a lot of times, and he had didn't have the highest velo we've ever seen from Robbie today. Maxed out at 94 miles an hour, an average of 92.9 miles an hour on that four-seamer today. So it wasn't as live as we normally see it, but I mean, it's just got some just a little bit of movement that's it helps them out. Like, not all four-seamers have a little bit of movement to them. A lot of them just come in straight, but the way that it pops out of Robbie Ray's hand, it's just got a little bit of extra life, and it makes it really difficult to hit. So Robbie Ray, we're going to go ahead right now and just give him our player of the game.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
And I mean, as I said, Robbie Ray, absolutely dominant outing today. Should have finished this with a shutout with no earned runs. Obviously, that pop up to left field ends up being scored as a hit, not an error for the Giants. Heliot Ramos avoids his fielding percentage, taking a ding, and unfortunately, Robbie Ray gets charged with a run. When in my opinion, obviously, I'm not saying that shouldn't have been an error or that shouldn't have been a hit. That I'm not going to make that argument, but it's just a bummer that a play like that ends up resulting in an earned run going against Robbie Ray. But I think he can live with it. As I said, that ERA sitting at 2.84, and as I've said multiple times this season, Robbie Ray, I feel like this guy is either going to have a dominant year where he bounces back and looks phenomenal, or he's going to have the wheels completely fall off. I don't think he's going to finish somewhere in the middle. And so far, he's looking pretty dominant out there on the bump for the Giants. His 5th win of the season, still has 0 losses. So Robbie Ray pitches great today. And as I said in the top of the show, you had 3 different Giants with multi-hit games today. You had 9 total hits for the Giants, and they did not do the best with runners in scoring position. Just 4 for 17 today, which is Not ideal, obviously. Like you want that to be a little bit better than that, but ultimately the Giants go in there, get it done against the Cubbies, and they're cruising right now. The Giants improved to 24-14 with the win. You take another series on the road, and this one from a Cubs team who was very, very, very good so far this season. The Cubbies, very hot start, and this offense has been awesome, like one of the best in baseball. So for the Giants to go out there today, hold them to 1 run and 4 hits, I really like what I saw from the Giants today. Obviously, you had that wind blowing very, very, very fast in from left field. Those flags just whipping around out there in that on the mast in center field for the Chicago Cubs. But I mean, it was it worked out for, both teams are playing in the same windy conditions. Worked out better for the Giants than the Cubs today, and they were solid, very, very, very solid all around today. You even had a little bit more devil magic, as Barstool Sports likes to put it. Obviously, Barstool, when Heliot Ramos had that walk-off Little League home run, they coined it devil magic. And so I guess the Giants had a little bit more devil magic left in them today. In the bottom of the second, there was a ground ball hit pretty sharply to Matt Chapman, and it just kind of bounced off of him, and it ricocheted right over to Willie Adames. Chapman had no idea where that ball went, and just trickled right, perfectly to Adames, and he was able to fire over to first and get the out in time. Your typical 5-6-3 put out at first base. Very, very, very weird play, but hey, the Giants, sometimes all you need is a lucky break, and today they got those lucky breaks. So did the Cubs. That run for the Cubs doesn't score without a little bit of luck for them, but more devil magic for the Giants. If devil magic results in Giants wins, I'm all about it, man. Sign me up for more devil magic here in San Francisco and wherever the Giants travel to. Chicago, going to Minnesota next. I don't care where they are. Hopefully they're bringing that Barstool coined devil magic with them. And this one, I'm very, very, very encouraged by this team. They keep rolling. I keep hearing people tell me how this Giants team is not as good as it looks, but when they're beating teams like the Cubs, when they've won all these different series on the road, the Giants are just absolutely rolling right now. I don't know how you can watch this team and say that they're not a good baseball team. They're, in my opinion, one of the most consistent teams in all of baseball. If you want to nitpick and find one thing that they're not very good at, they have not been very good against left-handed starting pitchers. We've talked about that at length. It's not a secret that they need to get better at that. But so far, the Giants, this is their 8th series win of the season. They're in road series now. They're 4-2-1. That's great. If you can win twice as many road series as you lose, like this is if they keep doing this team won't just be contending for the final wild card spot in September. Like, they will be comfortably holding down a wild card spot by the time that we even get halfway through that month. So I do expect the Giants at some point to hit a little bit of a lull, as every single team in Major League Baseball does eventually. But right now, man, this team is rolling. Overall, they're 8-3-1 by series this year. So, that's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. Only have one home series loss, and you go face the Twins next. So hopefully the Giants can keep this rolling. They're going to have an off day tomorrow before taking on the Minnesota Twins on Friday. So the Giants keep things rolling. The offense comes up with a bunch of hits. Not the best day with runners in scoring position, but hey, they had enough of them, just enough of them to get the win in this one. But the one thing that was really intriguing to me at the end of this game was Bob Melvin showing everyone, including Ryan Walker, that he still got confidence in his guy. Ryan Walker closing this one out in the 9th. Do you trust Ryan Walker in the 9th inning? That's what's coming up next on the Locked On Giants Postcast. Today's show is sponsored by Wonderful Pistachios. Looking for a snack that's both delicious and nutritious? Crack into a good source of protein with Wonderful Pistachios. Wonderful Pistachios is one of the highest protein nuts. Each 1 ounce serving has 6 grams of protein, giving you over 10% of your daily value. Plus, they're packed with fiber and better-for-you unsaturated fats to help keep you feeling fuller for longer. Personally, I love the no-shells variety. It's the perfect grab-and-go snack for busy days. Whether I'm snacking at my desk, on a road trip, out there in Wrigley Field, Oracle Park, does not matter where. Whenever I need a quick protein boost, they're always my go-to. And if you love cracking open every shell for that satisfying crunch, the in-shell options are a classic favorite. Wonderful Pistachios is a complete protein providing all 9 essential amino acids. I mean, where else are you getting that in such a convenient, easy, portable, and tasty snack? I'm telling you where, nowhere. So make sure you go pick up some Wonderful Pistachios, get snacking, and get cracking with the snack that packs a protein punch. Visit wonderfulpistachios.com to learn more. And today's show is also sponsored by Supply House. Get the supplies you need from the site that's made for the skilled trades. Supply House, whether you're in plumbing, HVAC, or electrical work, Supply House is the reliable way to order products online. Their easy-to-use website is jam-packed with helpful resources and the latest product info to help you get the job done right. Plus, with a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts from 400 plus top brands, you'll find exactly what you need delivered fast from coast to coast. Need help with an order? Supply House offers expert support and industry-leading service, so you'll always talk to a real person. And for trade pros looking for an extra edge, their free Trade Master program offers exclusive perks like a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Thousands of skilled professionals are already taking advantage, and now it's your turn. Join the Trade Master program today at supplyhouse.com/TM and start ordering plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies with just a few clicks. Plus, use promo code SH5, that's SH5, for 5% off your first order. Supplyhouse.com. Welcome back to the Locked On Giants Postcast. I'm your host, Eric Triple E Engel, and today the Giants get one in Chicago, come out with a win in the rubber match, 3-1 over the Cubbies, and Ryan Walker closed it down in the 9th. He looked a little off. As my guy DG, one of our everydayers, said in the chat, his location is off, just needs to work on that just a little bit. And I mean, this is something that we're going to have to watch all year long. I saw Roland, another one of our everydayers, saying he's still got no trust in Walker. So where do you guys fall? Do you think that Robbie Ray should be holding down this closer role or not? I think, personally, you go with him until the wheels fall off, because is he any more volatile than Camilo Doval? My answer to that is we saw what happened last season. So absolutely not. Ryan Walker is one of the most consistent closers in all of baseball if you consider his body of work from last season. Yeah, he's got 2 blown saves this year. By this time last year, Camilo Doval was blowing a lot more than just 2 saves. So I think that's your next option if Robbie Ray, or I keep saying Robbie Ray, if Ryan Walker can't hold down that 9th inning. But personally, I think that my guy DG, one of our everydayers, is right. I think that he just needs to kind of work on that location a little bit, and specifically, he needs to work on that location with his slider. He's just off a little bit with that pitch right now. He did not look like he was really able to get it over the plate for strikes. But hey, when it mattered most, he got that double play with the sinker, and in the slider, I think it's going to come around. It's one of his best pitches. I mean, he's only got 2 pitches, but it's one of the best sliders in all of baseball when it's working well. I mean, he is able to tunnel his arm slot with that sinker, and it just cuts all the way across that zone. It's absolutely deadly when he is on with that pitch. So I do think that he's going to come around with that pitch eventually. I don't think he's going to continue to just all of a sudden lose his location abilities. I don't think that it's a head, like a mental thing, because he's still throwing that sinker pretty much where he wants to put it. It's just that one pitch. It's the slider that he's not able to locate super well right now. So I do think that Ryan Walker will be able to just hold down that 9th inning spot. But again, the Giants have plenty of other options if they choose to go another way. Tyler Rogers has been very good in closer positions before and in the setup role. I know a lot of people don't like a guy who throws soft like he does being the closer. I know that you want high velo, like just nasty stuff. So may I offer you a Randy Rodriguez, who has been excellent in high pressure situations this season. He's got that, that fastball that can touch 100, and he's been dominant. He's just overpowering guys with his stuff, very similar to how Camilo Doval is. I think Camilo Doval, though, does have the best pitch arsenal of anybody out there. And right now, this guy is rolling. And when Camilo Doval is on, when he is able to put that slider and that cutter just right on the black, I mean, you're talking about 100 miles an hour with that cutter. I mean, it's like Mariano Rivera stuff. Like, this guy is that dominant with his arm. He just, it's the brain. We've always known that Camilo Doval, very, very, very solid when he's not, when he's right mentally, when he's not flustered, when he's just rolling, doing his thing. Camilo is I mean, one of the best closers in all of baseball. So you do have a couple different options, but obviously it's a big if with Doval. Can he keep that mental state right in that situation, in those high leverage, high pressure situations? And I don't think you really want to test those waters until Ryan Walker looks like he's done. And to me, 2 blown saves doesn't equate to him being done. So glad Bob Melvin went right back out there and gave Walker another shot to kind of go out there and instill confidence in him and in himself. And so glad Ryan Walker was able to go out there, get the save today, and on to Minnesota. Before we get on out of here, want to let everybody know we will not be having a postcast during the Minnesota Twins series. I apologize. I will be out of town for this weekend, going on a nice backpacking trip out in Big Sur. So I'm not even going to be able to watch these games. I'm going to just have to catch up when I come back, watch some of the game recaps and all that. Hope you guys are able to have some fun during the Twin series. Hope the Giants come out with another road series win, and we will be right back at it after the Giants finish up that Twins series. So we will no shows for Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Make sure you're tuning in to the Locked On Giants Daily Show. My guy Ben Kaspick will be bringing you all the updates you guys need to know throughout the week, and we'll be right back at it on Monday. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys will join us when we get back from this awesome backpacking trip. I cannot wait, man. One thing about me, I love the outdoors. If I could just spend my entire life outside touching grass, as the kids like to say, that's what I'd be doing, man. I absolutely love being outside in nature, just away from the rest of the world. You know what I mean? Just out there, secluded wilderness. Oh, man, nothing better than that for me personally. So we'll see you guys when we get back from a nice little reset this weekend, and go Giants. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Peace.